I'm Matt McCulloch. I own a Pilates studio in New York by the name of Connected. And I do both in terms of education. We have two client bases. The fitness professional, we educate them, really more of a clinically based studio, so we have a lot of prehab, rehab, and post-rehab clients. Then when we have the average ordinary layman that comes in, and like I said, they're usually in the process of dealing with some sort of injury, whether it's chronic, acute, or full-on recovery afterwards. Well, the first time I heard about Pilates On Tour was roughly around 5 years or so ago. And I presented probably 5 or 6 times over the past several years. And one of the things that most intrigued me about Pilates On Tour was the mixture of presenters. It was very diverse. And then after presenting, initially, one thing that struck me deeply was the sense of community amongst not only presenters, that as well as with the professionals that were attending. And very diverse, but clearly a focused environment. The other thing is there were some non-traditional presentations outside of the traditional scope of Pilates practice, which is really something that I'm very interested in. I feel like the community that has been created at Pilates On Tour is unique also because the presenters, there's not a lot of ego involved. And they generally love being here and love what they do and love to impart this information. And when I come as a presenter, I also come as a participant as well. In fact, this weekend, I'm not only presenting, but I'm also participating in several workshops as well. Well, the importance of continuing education, I believe, is elevating in terms of priority every single year for the Pilates instructor for many different reasons. One are, for a variety of reasons, we are seeing a diverse amount of clientele in terms of injuries and special populations. And within your normal type of certification, there is just not enough time to really address those populations or injuries adequately because of the nature of the volume of time it will take. I feel like these new modalities that have been introduced, such as core line, we have core line at our studio, we have Bodhi at our studio, we've had motor there. You know, there's always speculation in terms of where Pilates would be if Joseph Pilates was still alive. And no one knows. But I feel like there is an undeniable sense within the community that it would not have stayed in a static position of development. He was always evolving things and trying things. And I feel like this is a natural step that happens, although it is not purely Pilates. The way we have been able to integrate the core line and the Bodhi system have been undeniably successful in increasing our clients' appreciation of Pilates. And simply understanding core firing patterns, sometimes starting with the core line or the Bodhi ropes, and then introducing Pilates, or vice versa. But it's been interesting in how I think it also really has provided more of an interest and opened up the population to people that may have not been thought that they were not interested in Pilates. So I feel like it's given us more tools in our toolbox and allows us to progress our client in a more efficient way and naturally lives in the environment.